Yo, yo, what up? It's your girl Joy, the Hip Hop Power Fon, and this will be your Mars and Capricorn tarot reading. On Monday, December 15th at 2:34 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Mars will begin its transit in the sign of Capricorn. Yes, yes, yes. I've been very excited to do this Mars reading, but that's what Mars does. Mars excites, okay? So I'm not going to hold y'all. We are using the Mahogany Tarot deck on today. I'm here, you're here. Frankie is downstairs, okay? And the theme for today's reading is the perfect first impression. Okay, let's see what we've got. Let's see what we've got. Starting off with a major, in a major way. Death card, Scorpio. Okay, okay. The perfect first impression. So, of course, first impression. You are starting from scratch. Somebody that does not know you. So that means whatever, I don't want to say like you're going to be this new person, but I mean, essentially, this is the fresh start that you've been looking for. This is literally the fresh start that you've been looking for. The slate has been wiped clean for you to start again. I don't know if this is like a cycle that you go through, like meeting people and then, I don't know, do you like disappear or ghost in some way? You like fall back? Hmm. Hmm. Let's see. Let's see. I think you are ever evolving. And so that's why it's coming across as the first impression, because you are not the same person that you once were. Okay, we change all the time, like experiences, day by day, hour by hour, minute by minute. Okay, we change constantly, and so I think you are also meeting yourself as you are for the first time as well. And so navigating that is kind of giving you a blank slate. Okay? I think Frankie's trying to make his way up here. I don't know. I keep hearing stuff. I don't know. Maybe you was a man eater or a ladies man, woman, something. Okay? Okay, lady killer. Not in the actual sense. Okay? But you was a player. Maybe not anymore. Okay? You've changed. You've changed. Okay? But that's okay. Let's see. Star card in reverse. Don't lose hope. Okay? Don't lose hope. The thing is, you don't want to like come off as if you're overcompensating because you're so excited. Okay, you're excited that you're getting this fresh start, but don't get your hopes up, because dang, not don't get your hopes up, because people are also getting to know you as well as you getting to know them. So don't judge. Okay, don't judge. Don't judge a book by its cover. Be vulnerable. Be open. Okay? Okay, okay. You, because when you're vulnerable, you are not doubting, like, do I look good? Do I feel good? Like, in your head, you're kind of like over analyzing the situation. And so you don't want to come off as insecure. Okay. You want to come off as self-sufficient, self-reliable. You are dependable, responsible, okay? Organized. You want to come off as if you got it all together, but you don't, there's nothing that you have to like actually like do. You're already that. So just be yourself, okay? Yeah, Frankie definitely coming up. 6 of Wands. You have support from all sides, okay? You have supports. So you don't have to try to come off as a Mr. or Mrs. Know-it-all, or that gloating about like your achievements and your success. Like, people don't necessarily want to hear that. They want to hear and feel you as like a real person. And when you start putting yourself up on these pedestals, then it's like, it's giving ego, arrogant. Okay. And there's nothing wrong with talking about your success and your accomplishments or whatever, especially if that is the conversation. But you don't want to come across as if you're like tooting your own horn. Tower card and 3 of Wands. So we got 5 cards. 3 are major. Okay, let's do it like this. The Tower is Mars. We didn't do cards to look for. Mars is the Tower. And Capricorn is the Devil. But the Tower here. The Tower, the Tower, the Tower. Well, y'all know what it looked like, but I'm going to show it to ya. I'm thinking impulsive is the word that I'm coming off. Like, you don't want to wait. You want to show people that you can be brave, that you are willing to take risks. And that's great. That's fine. Okay. Because you don't want to come off as so traditional or conservative in that you seem boring, you know? But you don't have to show them that you're willing to jump out of a burning building for them in order to be taken seriously. Okay? Three of Wands. You want to show people that you know how to develop a plan, execute said plan, okay, and are able to reach goals in that way. Like, it's like you got a method to the madness. You don't want to come off Page of Swords like you have no idea what you're doing. Okay? You don't want to come off as somebody that don't know what they're doing. Like, you out here like playing with swords when you have never even wielded a dagger. Okay? You don't want to come off as immature. Like you have no life experience. Okay? I mean, yeah. You want to show them that you are practical. Okay? Astute. Focused. I mean, you've been surviving this whole time. So Six of Swords in reverse. It's not always about your status or prestige. Okay, that's not why we do these things. We do these things, came out in reverse, to take care of our family and make sure that they are safe. Okay, regardless of where we go in this life. We're doing it for our family. 2 6s. Do I need to look up the 2 6s? Let's look up the 2 6s. 4s, 6s. Okay, irritability, but I'm gonna get into it. You want to show them, you want to give a good everybody wants to give a good first impression, whether it's for a job, a date, you meeting somebody's family for the first time, maybe you meeting a friend or somebody for the first time, business deal, anything. Everybody wants to make a good first impression. Okay, but that's why I said don't get your hopes up, because if things aren't going the way you would like them to, you don't need to give them resting bitch face. You don't need to come off irritable, angry, like it's not a competition. Okay, you don't want to come off as competitive. Okay. Six Swords, still got a wand here. Still got a wand there. The Death card has a wand. You are determined. You are ambitious. That is what you're trying to, get across. Another journey card, 8 of Cups in reverse. Didn't I say the 6 of Wands? 6 of Swords came out in reverse? I think so. 8 of Cups in reverse. 2 journeys. Where are you going with this? Movement, action, doing. Yes, a first impression requires like action, effort. But let me see. Yes, I know it's a journey. Yes. I know all of that. Let me see, darling. Still perfection, satisfaction. Dang. Is that what this first impression is all about? Perfection? Okay. Independence. Alone. Okay. Everything was fine when you were by yourself, but now other people coming into the mix is not your ideal, or doing it in a crowd in front of people, that's not your thing. You like one-on-one. You don't want to do it in the crowd. Okay, first impression. Like one-on-one date versus group date. Okay? Maybe you get hired at a new job. Maybe it's just you in a training as opposed to being in a training with other people, like as a part of a group. Maybe you want to make your first impression with one particular person instead of doing it in front of a group. Huh. Okay, 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 okay. Ten of Swords. Lots of swords. Get out of your head. Get out of your head. That's where things are going to fall apart. Okay? That's where things will fall apart. What is the time? Oh, we got good time. Because you're thinking I'm doing all of this for nothing. You got all of this fear, all of this anxiety. Because you are afraid that you won't make a good first impression. Okay? That's what you are afraid of. Face it, understand it, accept that is what I'm worried about. And so, okay, if I know this is my fear, what can I do to overcome this? Be prepared. Have the plan ready to go. Okay? Okay? If you are that determined, okay, to make a good first impression, then you need to be prepared. Okay? Maybe you got to get dressed up and this going to be somebody first time seeing you, you know what I'm saying, not looking like a hot mess. Okay? Maybe you got to do a performance in front of someone. World card. This is Saturn, ruler of Capricorn. Okay? Success, success, success. Evolution, revolution. I see limits, I see boundaries, but I also see like a level of freedom that gives you the victory. Because we got laurel wreath here, giant laurel wreath here. Okay. Your ambition and determination knows no bounds. Okay, you are willing to do whatever it takes by any means necessary. Okay? Do what you gotta do, but within reason. Okay? Okay? Leo, Taurus. These are these the fixed signs? The other one, it gotta be, I can't see. Where are my glasses? Do, 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 do. Yeah, but Taurus is on both. That's why it always throws me off. Do, 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 do. Leo. Yeah, all the fixed. Fixed, 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 fixed. Yeah. That's Aquarius. Fixed. You can't be stubborn, basically, okay? You can't keep yourself or the other person or persons in a box, okay? You are going to have to let go of this idea of like the perfect introduction, okay? Because that's not gonna happen. Okay, there's no such thing as the perfect introduction, the perfect first impression. There's no such thing. There's no such thing as perfection. Okay, and so you're gonna have to let that go. That will allow you the freedom to be yourself and to be calm and not try to prove to somebody that you are worthy, not achievable or achievement, successful. Okay, you don't have to prove that to anybody. that you have made, that you are like a person of stature. They already look at you as that. They already got you on the pedestal. So don't raise it up even higher, okay? What you really need to be doing is like bringing yourself down to earth. Be more vulnerable. Be more relatable, okay? Have the courage. Be brave enough to be yourself. That's the best first impression. Justice. Boom. Great card to finish up with. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of 2, 5, 7, 10, 11. So half the cards are major. So a lot of this you are not going to be able to control. It's out of your control. Let it go. Justice. Balance. Balance, balance, balance. Being exciting, not conservative. Be impressive, but not arrogant. You're gonna have to find the balance, okay? A good halfway point, okay? I told you to be relatable, duh. That's literally Libra. Justice. You want somebody, you want to make a first impression of somebody that's relatable because you want to be able to connect, okay, on multiple levels, okay? That's the point. To connect, to relate, okay? And when you do that, then you will have made the perfect first impression, okay? So I hope this was great. And I hope you get that good first impression. I don't know who you're trying to impress, but you need to be impressed with yourself before you try to impress anybody else. Because if you can't think of anything impressive to say, I mean, if you're not impressed by your own accomplishments, how would you expect somebody else to be impressed by anything that you do? Okay? All right. See y'all next time. Peace.